friends. Welcome to another live session of Laws and Scriptures 360. My name is Nisi Norma Obuna, and I'm a legal practitioner practicing in Nigeria. I've been practicing for over 10 years now, and I just decided to sensitize and expose the public to different legal systems, generally the laws that guide our society and our land, and scriptures, that's the word of God, that would serve as also a guidance for our lives here on earth. So I'm waiting to see how many people will be joining us tonight. We are going to discuss a very interesting topic. Someone specifically asked for this topic in yesterday's live, so I'm hoping that he's going to join this live today. So let me see how many people will be joining us tonight. Let me see how many people will be joining us tonight. Hello. Hello. So when you join, just say hello. Like, let me know that you're around. Let me know that you're around. Hello. So who is joining us tonight? Who is joining us tonight? Sorry, today. Well, it's still dark here anyway. Hello, guys. So who is joining us? Who is joining us? Who is joining us? Hello. Who is joining us today? How many people are joining us today? How many people are joining us today? Hello. We have 9 people here. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sahif Famitu. Hello. Alia Ahmed. Hello. Welcome to today's live session. Welcome. Welcome. And if it's your first time of joining my live session, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Hiba. So nice to meet you. My name is Nisi. So nice to meet you. Thank you so much, Hiba. Ken Lee, thank you for your compliments. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. So sorry that your neck hurts so bad. Whatever. So sorry. Thank you so much, Neely. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Nisi. Grenade. Steve, Grenade. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all the love. Oh, Turtle, thank you. Thank you for your compliment. Thank you. I wish I can just give it to you. Like, thank you so much. Mustafa, pleased to meet you. Appreciate you. My name is Nisi. Thank you. Thank you, Sahi. Orella, thank you. You want to dash me something? I don't mind, and I'll really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all so much for joining this live. My name is Nisi Norma Obona, and I'm a Nigerian that lives in Nigeria for now. I am a legal practitioner and I've been practicing for over 10 years, and I have a burden and a desire to enlighten the general public on different aspects of laws that guide our conducts, and aspects of the scriptures as well that guide our conduct to help us to be balanced as we journey here on earth. So yesterday during my live session, someone asked that I do an exposition on legal systems, and how they work. You know, yesterday we had a very interesting live session where I talked about medical negligence with reference to the case of our renowned writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, how she lost her beautiful son to medical negligence. So we talked about it. But today we are going to be talking about the Nigerian legal system and how it works. Because I mean, I have to start from home. If I'm talking about legal systems, I have to start from home now. Don't you think so? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sahi. Thank you so much. Thank you. So before we start, I'd like you to just share this link just in case you know anyone that will be interested in this information, maybe law students or a young lawyer, someone that you know is interested in this video. Kindly share my link so that they will join. And then the person that specifically requested for this video today, I hope he comes, I hope he joins, so that we'll all interact and learn together. So what do you think? Sahi, what do you think? Hello, Bonganim. Hello. Thank you so much for joining my live. Happy New Year. Appreciate you. So what do you think about today's topic? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Should we go ahead? Are you sharing the link? We have 17 people here for now. I'm looking to have in the next 30 minutes 500 people joining this live. So what do you think? Is it possible? Can we pull that stunt together? Can we achieve that? What do you think? Is it possible? Do you think we can achieve it? Let me hear our thoughts. Let me hear our thoughts. So yesterday was a bit less interactive, but I'm hoping that today will be a little bit more interactive. You know, someone needs to be encouraged. We need to keep going. Yeah. So let me hear our thoughts. What do you think? What do you think about legal systems? Whenever you hear about legal systems in your country, okay, what we're going to do now is, as you join and say hi, you tell us where you're connecting from, the country that you're connecting from. What country are you connecting from? So that we would know how to engage everyone and make sure that everyone learns something today. So what country are you coming from? We're starting with Sahi. Sahi that complimented me. What country are you joining us from? Aurelia, what country are you joining us from? Bonganim, what country are you joining us from? Stephen, what country are you joining us from? Kinley, what country are you joining us from? Hiba, what country are you joining us from? What country are you joining us from? Let me hear your thoughts as well. What country are you joining us from? Guys, let's say something today. Let's not keep mute. Let's say something today, guys. You guys called me here today now, so don't leave me stranded. Don't leave me stranded. Do you have legal systems in your country? I'm sure there are laid down legal systems in your country, and how does it work? Are you impressed by how they work? Do you think that there are things that should be done to improve those legal systems? So what do you think? What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts, please. Guys, please, what do you think? Guys, please, what do you think? What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts. So please don't leave me stranded here. So today we're going to talk about the story of Nigeria's legal system, where it came from, how it works, who enforces it, and how it affects our everyday life as Nigerians. And you could also apply it to your legal system. But before we start, it's necessary to know what a legal system is, because if we keep talking about legal systems, you may not appreciate it. So it's necessary to know what a legal system is. When we talk about legal systems, what is a legal system? What is a legal system? A legal system is the organized set of laws, procedures, and institutions that a society uses to govern behavior. They are organized set of laws, procedures, institutions, and an organized society uses to govern behavior, settle disputes, and deliver justice. So I'm sure in our various countries we have some laid down set of laws, institutions that enforce them, procedures of how these laws are implemented, and these laws or institutions govern behavior, settle disputes. Of course, when people living together, from time to time there would arise disputes. So these institutions settle disputes and deliver justice. So when we talk about the Nigerian legal system, we are talking about set of laws in Nigeria, institutions, and procedures that govern behavior, settle disputes, and deliver justice. So that's about Nigerian legal system. And I'm sure in our various countries we also have operational legal systems that are working. And hopefully by the end of today's video we'll be discussing about the differences, how it works with your country, the set of laws, the institutions that enforce these laws, and the procedures of how these laws are being enforced in your country, if it is better than what happens in my own country. So we're going to look at that at the end of today. So if you're still with me, just say hello. If you're still with me, just say hello so that I'll know if I'll continue or I should just end the live session. Should I go ahead or should I end the live session? We have about 9 people here. So if you're still with me, let me know. Should I go ahead or should I end the live session? Because I'm not getting any reaction from anyone. Ah, Wesley, I'm happy now. Do I look sad? Do I look sad, Wesley? Wesley, thank you so much for joining. It's been a while. Happy New Year. Okay, you want to talk about rights. Okay, what rights do you want to talk about? Is it the right to life or the right to association? What life right do you want to talk about? Wesley, it's been a while. Happy New Year. Okay, you're from UK with what I see here. So nice to meet you. UK and Nigeria has similar legal systems. I hope you know. UK and Nigeria has similar legal systems. So Wesley, what rights do you want to talk about? Hmm? What and what can you do? What particular right, so that we'll start from there. Then we now go to the legal systems. Because it's actually these legal systems that will enforce the rights. Human rights, I know there are different human rights now. There is right to life, there is right to association, there is right, there is even right to speak. There's right to speak, there's right to religion. There are so many rights, there's so many human rights. Wesley, which one do you want to talk about? Wesley, you're always joining my life. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. So which one do you want to talk about, Wesley? We're going to do this live session for approximately 2 hours, and that will be it. So which of the human rights do you want to talk about? Should we talk about right to life? Should we talk about right to life? Wesley. Wesley, have you gone off? Where did you rush to? Wesley, where have you rushed to? Where have you disappeared to? You just stopped, you just dropped right here and you ran away. So while we wait for Wesley, we're going to be discussing, we're going to be talking about, we're going to continue our discussion on the Nigerian legal system and how it works, how it operates, you know. So Nigerian legal system, as we are aware, is not just it's not from a single source. It's a combination of English common law, customary law, Islamic law, and the Nigerian constitution. So what makes up the Nigerian legal system is a combination of so many other laws. Money. Mani Mahi. Welcome. Welcome. It's so good to have you here today. Welcome. Okay, you said we should have a brief chat about Trump, his loose cannon, and he's terrifying the world. how, is, how is he terrifying the world at the moment? How is Trump? Okay, his laws are impracticable. He has actually Trump has suspended visa application for up to 70 something for up to 70 something African countries, including Nigeria. So as we speak now, as I talk to you now, I can't go to America because Trump has suspended visa application for citizens, for us, like Nigerian citizens and some other African countries. These are laws that are set that are working against us. So I love you too, Manny. Manny, I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. And I love you too. Yeah, so the Nigerian legal system is a combination of, you know, so many laws. It's a combination of the received English law, that's the common law. It's a combination of our cause, because we were colonized by the British. Of course, they rubbed off on us, their legal system rubbed off on us. We received some of their legal system and made it ours. You think Trump is a racist? Really? Yeah, Mane, you said so yesterday. Madurai is in India, right? So apart from the received English laws, we also have our own customary laws. We have our customary laws that make up our legal system. We have Sharia laws. Of course, you know that Nigeria is a combination of different religions and different legal system. And then we have our 1999 constitution. So you see that the Nigerian legal system is quite packed. It's a combination of about four laws, that actually guide our conduct, that guide our behavior in Nigeria. I don't know Trump to say if I support him or not. I don't know him enough to say I support or I don't support him. But for someone to suspend visa applications for us, I mean, I don't think I don't think I'm happy about that. So it's not something I want to support. Wesley, it appears you love Trump so much and you support him, right? It appears you love him so much and you support him. How come you're not living in America, Wesley? How come you're not living in America? Now, we're going to be looking at real life situations. Oh, you're British, nice. So you don't want to be an American. So we're going to be looking at real life situations in this instance, because I mean, we're not just teaching law school. We're going to be doing something practical and applicable. So we're going to actually start with the roots of Nigerian legal system. The roots of Nigerian legal system blend history, culture, and colonial influence. Like I said, the root of Nigeria's legal system actually encompasses history, culture, and colonial influence. For example, you see the laws that support LGBTQ. Have you heard of those laws that support LGBTQ? If you have, just say yes. Just say yes. If you have, just say yes. Are they applicable in your country? The laws that support LGBTQ, are they applicable in your country? Are they applicable? We have 5 people here. The laws that support gay, lesbianism, you know, and issues that has to do with one's sexuality, are they applicable in Nigeria? I mean, in your country? The laws that support this practice, are they applicable? Recently, Trump made such laws prohibited in America. I think that was the first thing he did when he got into office. He made those laws prohibited in America. Yes, when Trump got into office, he made those laws prohibited in America and inapplicable in schools and other institutions in America. So this is typical of what happens in a legal system. A legal system can be operational and can be amended, to suit the culture and the practice of the people. A legal system is not supposed to be rigid and, stoic to the extent that it cannot be amended. So one of the things Trump did, like Wesley is saying, is that he actually prohibited the laws that support LGBTQ. How one will now say, I don't want to identify as the sex that he was born with. He wants to identify as some other sex. I want to marry someone of same-sex marriage. All those things. Are they applicable in your country? Let's discuss. While we talk about the Nigerian legal system. Because in Nigeria, they are prohibited. They are prohibited because the culture of Nigeria. Remember when I started, I said that Nigerian legal system is a combination of both customary laws, Sharia laws, common laws, and our 1999 constitution. So the culture of Nigeria does not permit LGBTQ, same-sex marriage, sex displacement, So these things now make this practice or the laws governing them prohibited. So many times we have been offered propositions where we are made to make these laws applicable, but as different governments come up, no, I'm not Muslim, Wesley, I'm Christian. Are you Muslim? But Nigeria has Sharia laws, of course. Sharia laws also guide some aspects of Nigeria because Nigeria is a mixed religious country. We have traditional religion, we have Christian religion, and we have Islamic religion. So there are also aspects of the country that is governed by Islamism, Sharia laws. So Wesley, are you Muslim? Are you Muslim? Do you support the laws that govern LGBTQ? Okay, you were Christian at a very young age. So how has it been? Do you like it? Do you support LGBTQ? Is it a law that you want them to enforce in your country or to prohibit in your country? Money. Manny, have you gone? Hello guys. Hello guys. Wesley, I'm still waiting for you. I'm still waiting for you to respond. Okay. Uncle Mike, you propose that the law of the LGBTQ laws be considered. What country are you joining from? Wesley, you said you don't judge. No, no, it's not a case of judgment. We're just asking, we are trying to be open here. Oh, thank you very much, Uncle Mike. This is my first time of seeing you on my live session. Thank you so much for joining. So, what country are you joining us from? Are you in Nigeria or outside Nigeria? Oh, nice. Thank you very much. I'm also in Nigeria. So you're proposing that, in Nigeria it's a criminal offense. These laws are prohibited in Nigeria. Are you aware? So are you saying that we should now reconsider making it lawful in Nigeria? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that we should? But you know that the Nigerian culture naturally repels these laws. And if you look at our Nigerian legal system captures both culture and received English law and then constitution. So are you saying that we should now overlook culture and begin to consider making these laws applicable in Nigeria? Personally, okay, let me just hear your thoughts, Uncle Mike. Wesley, I don't understand you. What do you mean? Yeah, so Uncle Mike, why do you think we should now begin to make it applicable in Nigeria? Why do you think so? What will it make better? Looking at the state of the country now, what do you think? Why will it make anything? Will it change anything? Like, will it make anything better? Making LGBTQ a law in Nigeria, will it make it better? Will it? I mean, we have so many issues that we are facing in Nigeria. So many issues. So many issues. So making the LGBTQ laws accepted in Nigeria lawful, I mean, how is it going to change things for us? At the moment, we are having insecurity issues. People are just disappearing every day, kidnapping, death, and all that. Yesterday we talked about medical negligence, how our medical system is now being looking like a place where people go to and die, not that they, unlike how it used to be, that people go and feel better. Now people go and they are losing their lives. There are so many negligent acts. So how would the LGBTQ laws help us at this time? uncle mike uncle Mike. Okay, so while we wait for Uncle Mike, we just have one person here. I'm just seeing only one person. I don't know why that is so. Should I end this live session? Should I end this live session? I don't know why we're just seeing one person. What's the problem today? What's the problem today? Guys, guys, let's say something now. What's the issue? Should I end the live session? Is it not worth it? Hmm? Guys, is it not worth it? Is the live session not worth it? Guys, is the live session not worth it? Or should I continue? So there are laws actually that guide or that make up the Nigerian legal system. Like I said, we have the customary laws. We have three major ethnic groups in Nigeria, even though we have different geopolitical zones, but we have three major ethnic groups. We have the Yoruba, we have the Hausa, and we have the Igbos. But we have about, I think, five geopolitical zones. We have the south, we have the southeast, we have the southwest, we have the northeast, we have the northwest. I think that is just about it. So um so these different ethnic groups, so to say, have cultures, and these are the cultures that make up our legal system. For example, we have customary laws, we have Sharia laws. We have customary laws for non-Muslims, we have Sharia laws for Muslims, and then we also have the common law, like I said, that make up our legal system. That is the received English laws. We have those ones. These ones make up our legal system. We also have our constitution that also make up our legal system. So all these things now make up the Nigerian legal system. So you are aware that laws in Nigeria are made up by the legislative arm of government that has to do with the National Assembly and the state houses of assemblies. So the different laws that we have are the Constitution, the Criminal Code, and the rest, but majorly the Constitution. So for the customary laws apply to matters of land and inheritance, while Islamic laws applies to, like I said, Sharia courts and northern Nigeria. So let's look at structure of courts, because it is actually the judiciary that implements these laws. The judiciary is in Nigeria. The judiciary is made up of the court system, and these are the people that implement these laws in Nigeria. Oh, thank you, Onyi. Thank you for joining us. The legislative arm, of course, the legislative arm of government, the National Assembly made the Sharia law. The national legislative arm made the Sharia laws. Yes, National Assembly. Usually the state legislative arms make laws for the various states. So I made a mistake. The state legislative arms where Sharia laws apply, like the northern part of Nigeria, the state legislative arms where the Sharia laws apply actually made those laws, not the National Assembly. The National Assembly make laws that govern the entire country. National Assembly make laws that govern the entire country. But the state House of Assembly make laws that govern the state where within their jurisdiction. Onyi F7K, I hope I answered your question. And now, we have the customary law. We have the customary law, remember. Like I said, if you joined me earlier, I said the customary laws are for geographical areas that are not governed by the Sharia laws. These customary laws, of course, I wouldn't say that they are Christian per se, but they are laws that, are guided by different customs. Just like you go to different places, you see what their tradition are, and over time it has become part of them. So the Christian law, of course, only 7K, if you want to see a law that is made for Christians, you get it from the Bible. You get it from the Word of God. It is the Bible that contains Christian laws. The Word of God contains Christian laws, which we are going to be discussing subsequently in our subsequent live session. We are going to be discussing aspects of the Word of God and how it helps us in our daily living. Remember, this channel is Laws and Scriptures 360. So I have very interesting Christian Bible laws that have also guide us, not that have guided us, they are guide us on daily basis. But today we are talking about the laws that make up the Nigerian legal system. So Christian laws are in the Bible. Customary laws are laws that govern, that are just based on traditions and custom. Sharia laws are Muslim laws. I don't know if you understand me. And then the 1999 Constitution is the one that is enacted by the National Assembly for the whole country, including Sharia, including customary. Everybody in the country of Nigeria is governed by the 1999 Constitution. And luckily, the 1999 Constitution actually covers both customary laws and Sharia laws. So that is it. So I want to talk about the courts. The courts, they are just, this an arm of government in Nigeria, which is the judicial arm of government that enforces laws. They make sure that these laws that interprets these laws. They explain what these laws are. The courts interpret, the legislatures enact these laws. They make the laws, the courts interpret the laws, and then the executive executes the laws. I hope that is explained. I hope I've answered your question, only 7K. I hope I've answered your question. Should I proceed? Should I continue, or you have other questions? Only 7K. Onyi is a Nigerian, I'm sure. Onyinye, God's gift. Onyinye is a Nigerian. Do you also live in Nigeria? Onyi, do you also live in Nigeria? Do you also live in Nigeria? Onyi, I'm waiting for you. You've not said anything. Or should I continue? Is it worth it? Do you think I should continue? Guys, why are we going and coming back? I just have only two people here. Honestly, this is really discouraging with so much the kind of knowledge I'm dishing out here. This is quite discouraging. I don't know if I should end this life safe. No, just two people. I don't think I've crossed 17 people since I started, and it's almost an hour. I'm not seeing any form of commitment, and it's so sad. It's so sad. Okay, so while we wait for only 7K, I'll talk about the hierarchy of courts in Nigeria. We have the lower courts and we have the higher courts. Usually for us that are lawyers, we call the lower courts courts of no record, and we call or courts of summary jurisdiction. That's, you can always walk in there and by oral argument you make your claim and get judgment immediately. Proceedings there are faster, more like summarized. But the court of records, which is higher courts, they are actually called court of records because procedures are followed. Usually as lawyers, you go there robed in your legal attire. You must be robed in those courts. So what are those courts? The lower courts are customary courts, sharia courts, magistrate courts. These are the lower courts. These are the lower courts. Customary courts, sharia courts, magistrate courts. These are the lower courts. Then the higher courts are high courts, both federal and state. We also have national industrial courts. We have court of appeal, and then we have the apex court, Supreme Court. Once your matter is decided in Supreme Court, you can't appeal it any other place. That's the final bus stop. That's why in most of these election petitions, when the decision of the tribunal is made, they take it to the Supreme Court. Once the Supreme Court decides, it becomes final. In fact, judgments from the Supreme Court in Nigeria are now laws. They over time become laws because the lower courts the lower courts in Nigeria follow the precedents of the Supreme Court. So over time, these laws now become, these decisions or these judgments now become laws. So that's just it. So, and then these lower courts, it's not every case that they handle. There are some cases that they don't handle, like capital offenses, like murder case. They are not empowered by law to handle such serious cases. But the higher courts, they are empowered by law to handle those cases. So why are people quite discouraged about Nigerian legal system? When you tell somebody I'll take you to court, or when the matter goes to court, they are just frustrated. These are the problems, these are the issues, these are things that the government of Nigeria should look at to make the legal system better. One is slow justice system. When you take your matter to court, just be rest assured that the matter will not be there for less than 1 or 2 years. It's not possible. So because of this slow justice system, people get frustrated, people get discouraged. Sometimes the reason why you take the matter to court, the rest is already destroyed, or the person would have continued and frustrated you, and then so these issues now make people, they get discouraged. They don't want to go to court. They would rather take laws into their hands, and that is why we have a lot of issues right now. That's why we have a lot of issues. Slow justice system. You see somebody contending with you and you take the matter to court, the matter is there, suffering one adjournment or the other, one vacation or the other. And because of that the people are discouraged. Peacekeeper, welcome. Oriela, welcome. We're talking about legal systems and the Nigerian legal system. And somebody said that they should consider making the LGBTQ law enforceable or accepted in Nigeria, because right now it's a criminal offense in Nigeria, punishable by 15 years imprisonment. So that is if you are caught or you are. Thank you so much. I'm Nigerian, so that's my Nigerian accent. Thank you so much, Peacekeeper. So if you are caught or you are suspected to be involved in any of the LGBTQ activities in Nigeria, you will be sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. Like, the LGBTQ has to do with both same-sex relationship and marriage, and clubs that promote it. These things are criminal offenses in Nigeria. They are not accepted. And somebody is now saying that the government of Nigeria should consider making these laws, these practices lawful. You should consider making. So I'm now asking how making these practices lawful in Nigeria will help the Nigerian government or Nigerian system, legal system. How will it help? Aurelia, I'm trying to give a rundown of what we have said so far. So like I was saying, the slow justice system is actually affecting the Nigerian legal system, and is making interpretation of laws, even enforcement of laws, very difficult. We also have corruption in the legal system. We have corruption, cases of bribery, cases of perversion of justice. These things actually frustrate people and make people to lose confidence in the legal system. And we are calling on the Nigerian government to do something about it, to strengthen our legal system and make it stronger again. Lack of awareness, just like now, I am putting it there, that irrespective of the shortcomings of Nigerian legal system still works. Yes, I can tell you for free that it works. I've handled a lot of cases that we did not have to influence anybody, and those matters went as fast as it could, and we got judgment. Recently, I'm enforcing a judgment that I just got, and it is actually from the courts that I got that judgment. I'm enforcing that judgment. So yes, when they protest and show kids inappropriate things, that these are also the package in the LGBTQ now. LGBTQ now is not only for adults, even children. So if you now make it enforceable in Nigeria, it will also affect the children. It will affect our next generation. That's the implication. You cannot run away from it. And I'm sure that is why Trump, immediately he came into government, he just abolished it. Like he made it unlawful and made sex in America male and female. Before he came in, sex in America now became male female or male or female, all those. So these are the issues. So if you accept it, you should also accept it for your children too. Yes, that's the implication. Acceptance of LGBTQ cuts across every aspect of human being and people of different level. Obote, good evening. How far? With the way you just greeted me now, I know you're in Nigerian. How far? It's so good to have you in my life. Thank you so much for joining us. So the shortcomings of Nigerian legal system has made people lose confidence, and a lot of people are no longer interested. That is why there is no awareness. Yesterday we talked about medical negligence. I just want to put it out there. Please, if you've not seen my video on medical negligence, it's an awareness. It's the very first video on my channel. It's a long form video. It's not short. It's a long form video where I talked about the medical negligence, the alleged medical negligence on Chimamanda's son. how that boy just died as a result of medical negligence and incidents of medical negligence that people have been going through, you know. Yeah, me too. I love everyone too. I mean, we are all human beings and everyone deserves love. Even God says that we should love one another. Yes, so irrespective of what anyone is practicing, we should also love because Jesus Christ loved us too. So that is why we need to also love others. Good morning, Perry Posh. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining this live. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. So that is why I am taking out time to, enlighten the general public that legal systems still work. You can still enforce your rights. You can still get justice. You can still resolve disputes in our Nigerian courts and you would succeed irrespective of the shortcomings. Hopefully, we are praying to God that our government will look at the shortcomings of the Nigerian legal system and correct them so that people will not be suffering one injustice or the other, or justice will no longer be bought by money. Yes, another shortcoming is the cost of litigation. Cost. Poor people now cannot access justice because of the cost. It's expensive. Yes, going to court now is expensive. Some people opt for out of court settlement. So, but if they make, and it's not expensive because the lawyer says so. It's expensive because the court filing and the procedures has made it expensive. Yes, money is power. Oh, I agree with you. Peace. Money is power. Yes, and that is why everyone is striving to get it. Money is actually power. So if our legal systems, I don't know how it is in other countries. Peace, are you in Nigeria? Makato, you're back again with your lions and tigers. I told you that we don't have zebras, tigers in our backyards. Good morning. He. I don't know. I'm not sure I can pronounce your name. Good morning. Happy New Year. These are the issues, Obote. These are the issues. This is the narrative that people have there. The Nigerian legal system does not work. So even when somebody is suffering one injustice that can be sorted out in court, the person will now relax. Look at the case of Chimamanda. When she came out now to cry out for medical negligence, a lot of people are now coming out because they didn't know self that they have a right to sue a hospital. They didn't know that they have a right to sue a hospital for negligence. How can you go to the hospital, you pay such an amount of money, and they treat you anyhow? Or they give it to a poorly trained medical staff, a poorly trained nurse to handle the case, and when there are complications, everybody will just deny liability. That's what is happening. A lot of people, even that same hospital that Chimamanda is complaining of, another person also came out and complained how she spent 100 million naira for spine surgery and she still had complications. And I'm sure that she did not go to court because she had this mindset, Obote. She had this mindset that you have, that Nigerian system does not work. But you will see now how Chimamanda will get justice from the courts in Nigeria because she cannot enforce her rights outside now. She must do them in court. Her team of lawyers are already on it. So please let us not just have the mindset that these courts, they don't work, and then you just sit down. Somebody will be trampling on your rights and taking you for granted. No, they are still working. Yes, they may be slow. Yes, there might be a bit of corruption. I have done so many matters, and whenever I'm handling a matter, by the special grace of God, I don't influence it. I don't go to any judge to go and pay any money to influence. I don't. And I get judgment. I have been getting judgment. So let us not say it doesn't work and then you stay there. Somebody will be taking you for granted. No. Makato, why? Why do you say you will never go to Nigeria? Makata, what has Nigeria done to you, please? I'm interested in this your grievance. Honestly, I share the same thought with you. I share the same thought with you, that just like this incident of what's the name of this boxer that came with his friends and two of them had accidents. This incident now, you see the way they took it up because he's a privileged Anthony Joshua. You see the way they took it up because he's a privileged person. I agree with you. It's not just babies that have died, even adults. People go to the hospital for just simple ailments and they come out with serious complications because the medical personnel is either they are not skilled or they are negligent. And they are negligent. I feel so bad. Hello, Lord Kelvin. Welcome to my live session. Welcome to my live session. We're talking about legal systems and how they work, but we are using Nigerian legal system as a case study. We just finished talking about the shortcomings, the challenges we are facing in the Nigerian legal system. A lot of people now just made up their mind that it doesn't work. So that is why they will not attempt it. And then they suffer injustice. Because if you don't seek redress, how will you get justice? So, but I want to encourage us that reforms are going on. No? Yes, the Nigerian legal system, at least in Port Harcourt, where I practice, they now have what they call digital court system. Some of our clients that are in the diaspora, that need legal attention, they do online hearing. Yes, they do online hearing. This is actually a fundamental rights infringement issue. You just go to the streets or you go to viewing centers and you pack people. Some people stay there. Do you know that some people stay there for years? Did you hear the recent case of the Abia State one? The Abia State man that he got into that place when he was a teenager and stayed for 20 years of his life. 25 years of his life. His youth is almost over in the prison just because of generator. They arrested him and dumped him there. No arraignment in court, no proper judicial. These are the issues. And I'm sure that that man spent all those years because he did not seek the services of a legal practitioner to help him. And probably because he did not have money to do it. These are the issues. That is why if you joined my video from beginning, I said the government should make access to justice easier for even the poorest person. Because everybody deserves justice, whether poor or rich. Everybody deserves justice. I saw that video, Obote. Students in Ekpoma. I have been hearing of the terrible incidents in Edo State. I'm not saying, no, Obote, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. Are you trying to say that the system, are you talking about, is it legal system now? Is it the legal system now or the general system? I'm not talking about the general system of Nigeria. These are two different things. I'm talking about the legal system in Nigeria. Honestly, Oboto, this issue of Wike is not something I want to talk about. Yes, this issue of Wike is not something I want to talk about. If you're talking about the general system in Nigeria, the general system in Nigeria has decayed. Yes, it has decayed, but there is still hope. Let us not totally give up. That is what I'm saying. There is still hope. Because no matter what happens, Nigeria is still our country. Where are we going to now? Where are we going to? Where do we run to? Even if you run to another country, they will not still treat you like your country. These are the issues. So that is why we are calling on the government to look into these things and help people. Help us. Help us. That is why we have an executive. We have an executive to look into these issues and help us, especially in this forthcoming election now. Help us so that, we'll look back at Nigeria and we'll be proud. So if you know anybody that is interested in this live session, and maybe the person wants to get some form of knowledge or has questions, you can share this link. You can share the link to them. Let us discuss and talk about these things and find ways to resolve these disputes. And then if you've not subscribed to this channel, you can subscribe. I have lots of videos that explains a lot of issues, especially this recent new Nigerian Tax Act. I made so many videos where I talked about it. Even this Chimamanda's case of medical negligence, because the facts are before us. I made a lot of videos. I made a video recently that addresses the rights of patients in the hospital and how they can enforce those rights, what they need to know. Watch those videos. But if you subscribe to my channel, you will get notifications whenever we come live here or whenever we post any video. Oh, that's lovely, Onyi. This is lovely. Now, Nigerian law also says that you should be arraigned within 24 hours, not even 48 hours. Nigerian laws now say, but the government does not now provide an attorney. These are the issues. That means the person who is arrested must use his own money and get legal aid. So where that person now does not have that money, the person suffers injustice in that cell. You see that these are the issues only. These are the issues we have. These are the loopholes in our legal system that needs to be addressed. Yes. These are the lacunas in our legal system that needs to be addressed. And that's why we're using this opportunity. Everybody is using their platform to call on the government of Nigeria to help us. Help us. You can imagine in the US, somebody is arrested, the government will provide. Where is it done in Nigeria? Government will provide an attorney for you if you don't have. Government don't send you. These are the issues. These are the issues. We used to have legal aid, Yes, Obote. We used to have legal aid. Only we used to have legal aid that handles and gives free legal service of this nature. But because they are not getting proper funding, they have their own limitations. They are not able to successfully offer this legal service free. These are the issues. So these are the issues here that we have. Oh, it's so good to have you around. So now the question now is, in your country or in the country of your residence, have you ever been to court? Have you ever been to court? Are you comfortable with the legal system there? Do you trust, like when you go to court, do you trust the legal system? Do you trust the legal system in your country? The country where you are. Do you trust the legal system? The country where you are, do you trust the legal system? Have you ever been to court? Have you ever been to court? Onye, have you been to court in America? Do you trust their legal system? You trust the American legal system? Oh, are you serious? Wow. Are you a lawyer? Do you practice in America? Are you a lawyer practicing in America? I'm so impressed though with the with the American legal system. You said they follow due process. This is so impressive. So why are people now angry with Trump now that he makes bad laws? If they have a functional legal system in America, that's impressive now. Ah, that's good though. Follow due process. Wow, this is nice. Are you a lawyer that practice in America? Oh, Bote, you think so? You think that Trump has Nigerian blood in him? How now? How does he have Nigerian blood in him? How does Trump have Nigerian blood in him? How has he shown that he is a Nigerian by blood? This is the system in America is working. So I mean, somebody just said it now that she has been to court like 4 times. And she trusts the American legal system, but she does not trust the Nigerian legal system. Anyway, that irrational decision is not only peculiar to Nigeria. Oh. Some other countries do take it, so it's not just peculiar to Nigeria. Oh my God. Say he makes irrational laws. Oh, okay, okay. Only I get now. Wow, that's impressive. Oh. Wow. That means their legal system is fast now. If you just access the courts anyhow, anytime. That means the American legal system works like very fast. Sorry, Obote, I don't have a Twitter account. I have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I don't have Twitter. Wow, this is impressive. Oh. Okay. Why do you think I should have a Twitter account? So that I'll find out all the irrational decisions that Trump has been making. I still hear them from news. Oh, really? Okay. So did they do live? Did they stream live on Twitter too? They stream live on Twitter. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll consider that. Thank you. Are you serious? So you can call the court on phone? That does not. You can't just call the court on phone, no. Even appear in court in Nigeria, you have to like follow due process of filing and taking a date and all that. Can you imagine calling the court on phone? Wow, this is impressive. Oh. I'm so impressed with the American legal system. Nice. So easy to access justice there. So that means with the look of things, Onyi, you're not coming back to Nigeria now. Hey! That means we've lost you like this to America. Hey! We miss you. They say that the reason why you can't call them is because of, so that they don't get partial. Don't mind Obote. Oh, you don't mind Obote. He's trying to he's trying to scare you. Yes, they do the Zoom hearing in Nigeria too. Thank God there's something we have in common. I'm glad there's something we have in common. They do Zoom hearing in Nigeria too. Yes. They do online hearing now. At least I'm so sure of Port Harcourt and Supreme Court cases. You pay for it and it happens. Hey, yeah, nice. Thank God you've not forgotten us here. Oh. Thank God you've not disowned us. Thank you so much, Onyi, for your contribution. Oh, okay, okay, nice. My love to her. Obete, so you've even left us in Nigeria. What country are you joining from, Obote? I thought you are in Nigeria. So you've even left us too. That means you are not up to 3 now in this country. Oh, okay, nice. I've been to Canada. Yeah, I have a family in Canada. What province are you in Canada? Oh, nice, Onyi. That's nice. Oh, Alberta, okay. No wonder you're just against Nigeria. Yes, I know what Alberta is. Nice. Obote, so far you've stayed in Canada. Have you been to court? Have you been to court in Canada? Yeah, I agree with you, Obote. You're not lying at all. So have you been to court in Canada, Obote? Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, engage on them, share to anyone you think will need them. Court is not only for looking for trouble, oh. Not only for those who he said I avoid Oyibo people. Oh my God, Obote leave me, oh. You avoid you avoid Oyibo people. Eh. So you think that people that go to court are people that look for trouble? That's a wrong impression, no? Oh my God, Obote, you're funny. So apart from American and oh yes, yes, in Nigeria you also pay for the legal fees too. You pay for the legal fees, but you know, people hardly go to court for small amounts. You know, they usually, you know, the cost of litigation is high. So I mean, if what you're claiming is maybe 50,000 and legal fees for that is 200,000, you look at, I mean, you can weigh both and now say let's just settle this thing. And you know, there's also out of court right now in Nigeria. There are alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, like, you know, negotiation, arbitration, conciliation, you know. So when it has to do with small amount like this, people will prefer going to settling out of court, because going to the regular courts will cost you more money. I don't think we have too many lawyers in Nigeria. I just think that the system should be working. Like, they should try as much as possible to make the system working. If the system is working, you won't even notice. I don't think we have too many lawyers in Nigeria, because a lot of people are not, a lot of lawyers self are not even practicing the law. So that's not the issue. Exactly, yes. Out of court, yes. Out of court settlement is usually in civil matters, even though they do it in some criminal matters. But you know, criminal matters are handled by the state, except if the complainant now agrees to out of court, then the court will oblige them. That's how it works in criminal matters. The NBA has been approaching the government to with different proposals on how to make the legal system work. Yes, the NBA has been doing that. Canary King, hello, so good to have you. Yes, you joined us late today, and you didn't come with your friends. I sent my number to you yesterday now, under your post on my video. I'm very well, Canary King. How about you? How did your day go? You didn't join us today with your friends. What happened? So apart from the American, Nigerian, and the UK legal system, what other legal systems do we have here that actually you've gone to the court and you can trust the legal system? Let's hear from others now. Let's hear from others from Obote. I had to do this video because that's when I have time. It's actually around this time that I usually have time to go live. It's by this time, and then I run my firm. Actually, I'm managing my firm. So yeah, good. Canary King, let's hear about Australian legal system. Have you been to court in Australia? Do you trust their legal system? I usually have live sessions by this time, Obote. I usually have live sessions um around 3, 4, 5, 6 Nigerian time, AM Nigerian time. So because I mean, Canary King, are you in Australia or New Zealand, or is New Zealand in Australia? I'm confused though. So Obote, that's when I have time, and I'm sure probably most Nigerians are even sleeping by this time. So another thing with Nigerians is, data. To buy data and join live before somebody will think of doing that one. You will be on your own, no? So you see, this effort I'm making is a lot. It's a lot of money I'm spending here, and that's why I usually tell people, when you're joining coming live, come with your friends, at least to encourage me. Let me get views and get support, you know. And even when you join the live interaction, at least see the way you and Oni made this live session very interactive. Canary King usually makes it very interactive too. At least it has been fun talking with you. Okay, you don't have any experience with the courts, but the legal system in your country, like how they resolve disputes, you told me to talk about Nigerian legal system today, Canary King. Bini go say winch. I'm not a winch, oh. I'm not from Bini, I'm from Abia State. Canary King, I just concluded, oh. I just concluded talking about it. Okay, you're in New York. Why are you not talking about Australia and New Zealand? Okay, I'll give you the summary. I'll try my best because you are an amazing subscriber and you've been very supportive. Now, the Nigerian legal system is made up of common laws. That's the common law contains the received English laws, and the Judicature Act. In fact, everything about the received English law is contained in the common law. Okay, you said, sorry, Canary King, I'm coming. Onyi is asking what the duty of a prosecutor and a judge in court is. The duty of a prosecutor is to represent the state or the government in criminal proceedings. They help the state or the government to prosecute criminal offenders, while the judge gives decision about the criminal trial. So it is actually the judge that has the final say. Most prosecutors are either police officers or lawyers. But when they present their case to the judge, the defense counsel also presents his case. The judge will now look at it and give a final decision. So it is actually the judge that decides. So like I was saying, Canary King, Nigerian legal system is made up of the common law, the customary laws, the Sharia laws, and our constitution. These are the laws that make up the Nigerian legal system. That is what is contained. It's not only one law that is contained. It's not only one law that is considered in our legal system. They consider our customs, they consider our religion, they consider the English laws that we received. But these English laws now apply when our Nigerian customary laws or constitution does not cover that aspect. When there is a lacuna, the English laws now apply. You want gum? Westy, you want gum, right? How do I give it to you? How do I give it to you now? Canary King, yes, we have the jury. The jury is the judge. What you call jury is our judge. You get? Good. So now, as part of the system, our legal system, we have our courts. We have our courts. The courts actually are involved in interpretation of laws, you know. So these courts are either superior courts or inferior courts. The inferior courts are called courts of summary jurisdiction. Okay, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Onye. Yes, so there are some laws in Nigeria that are superior to others. So there are some laws. Onye is in US. In US, yes. Canary King, Onye is in US. See, Onye, in Nigeria, even when the police arrests you and goes to court, they must, it is the prosecutor that actually presents the matter on behalf of the state. Most times the police is the prosecutor. Most times that police is actually the prosecutor that presents the matter. Do you understand? So that's how it works. That's how it works here. And then the judge is the one that decides it. Obote, I should use Bluetooth. I've been trying to use Bluetooth to send the gum. Oh. I don't see the Bluetooth. Wesley, I'm in Nigeria. You want to come to Nigeria? I wish I can see you all. Like, I wish I can see you all. So, Canary King, we have the superior courts. Yeah, for traffic infractions, it's common to meet with the prosecutor to try to resolve it before. Yes. Yes, in most cases, when people are faced with that, they usually try as much as possible not to allow it go to court. And sometimes some people end up, that's in Nigeria, some people end up paying the necessary fine to the prosecutor before they now, so that they will not need to go to court. Do you understand? So some people end up paying the necessary fine for that traffic offense before they now, so that they will not need to go to court. Don't worry, what happened to Anthony Joshua will not happen to you, Wesley. Is that why you're scared? Oh my God, Wesley, you're funny, oh. So, Onyi, you and Canary King, you are in the same country. People should show us love from United States now. Show us that are still in Nigeria some love and care. We are seeing small shege from here. Yes, even in Nigeria, we also have different state laws. We have different state laws in Nigeria as well. Yeah. So we have the superior courts, we have the inferior courts. Now, the inferior courts, like I said, are courts of summary jurisdiction where you can just go and you know, do your matter fast and get decision. But the superior courts are courts of records where you must follow the adequate procedure of proceedings in court and get judgment before you can apply them. Now, for the inferior courts, we have the customary courts, we have the magistrate courts, we have the Sharia courts. The Sharia court applies to northern Nigeria, while the customary courts apply to other parts of Nigeria. And then we have the magistrate court. While for the in superior courts, we have the high court, we have both federal and state high court, we have the national industrial court, we have not just the national industrial court, we have the court of appeal, and we have the supreme court. These are the high court, that's courts of record that we have in Nigeria. And the Supreme Court is the apex court, and the decisions of the Supreme Court over time become laws. Yes, they become laws in Nigeria. My name is Nisi Noma Obuna. I'm a legal practitioner in Nigeria, and I've been practicing for over 10 years now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Onyi. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please, don't have January fever. Oh, is that how it applies in America? Each state has its own constitution. No, Nigeria has a federal system of government. So the federal laws govern all the states in Nigeria. However, the state has some bylaws that may not have been covered by the federal laws. So those bylaws now apply within the state. But if we have just one constitution, just one, and that constitution is what governs all the arms of government. Joy, I greet you, the Emperor, the Conqueror. I hail you. Welcome to my life. Thank you for joining. I see you, Jojo. Abi Joyemi, I see you. The Conqueror is here, Obote. Let's acknowledge the Emperor, the Conqueror. So, Obote, you say we are seeing Shege Promas. Oh my God, oh. It's not small Shege Promas. Hi, Joyemi. Why are you saying hello and going? Please subscribe, oh. Subscribe, like, and watch my video before you go. Oh, okay. Canary King, you say, when do we go to say a court in PH versus a court in no, you can't necessarily say a court in PHO, but you can say the government of Rivers State versus the FCT minister. Okay, you can't just two courts. Two courts cannot be contending against itself now. The court is one, so they can't be contending. But you can say either the government, or this company in this place versus. Do you understand? So that's how it works. Oh, it's okay, Wesley. You can go to bed. Thank you so much. Wow, are you serious? Wow, this is nice, oh, Onye. That's not how it is in Nigeria. You should know that Nigeria has federal system of government. So, of course, yes, in Nigeria we have federal and state high courts. Yes, we do. So the federal high courts handle federal offenses, and then the state high court handles state offenses. So yeah. So, but in Nigeria we have one constitution, and the police is seen as a federal character that can arrest you anywhere. That's why I'm just impressed with what Oni is saying that happens in the UK. I mean, in the US, that the police in one state cannot. In Nigeria, police can arrest you anywhere. Yes, I think you people will have a lot of jurisdictional issues in the US because of your system of government. So because it's actually the system of government that actually governs the courts, the system of the legal system too, you know. Hello, Yellow Wemp. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining this live session. Jack Johnson, how are Igbo girls bringing shame to you? So you just joined this life and started with violence. Yes, that works in Nigeria as well. A police from another country cannot arrest you. Yes, they must get the necessary warrant to make that arrest. Yes, this applies here as well. Thank God there's something we have in common. Oh, okay. You mean country like local government? Okay, okay. No, no. That's not. That's different here in Nigeria. The police is seen as a federal character and they can apply. Hi, Obote. Thank you so much for joining. Good night. I hope you subscribed and you liked my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good night. Sleep well. Yeah. So what we are doing now is we're taking questions, your experience with your legal system, the legal system in your country, and if you trust them. We have seen systems in the UK, Australia, America, and Nigeria. Oh, okay. I understand you now. County. Okay, okay. Wow, I wish that works here. Oh. Do you know here, if that's the case, if it's in Nigeria, okay, Onyi. So if it's in Nigeria, the police will still have jurisdiction to arrest you anywhere. Oh. That means your people's case is different. If it's here, they don't do that federal and small town police. So they will just arrest you. They'll just arrest you if you break traffic offense. You're lucky, Canary. Quite lucky. You're quite lucky. Oh, are they aggressive? Like police officers there? Police officers in New York are aggressive. All of them in Nigeria, they are very aggressive. And they will always come to block your way. So in trying to avoid hitting them, you will now stop and they will now harass you. There's no small town police in Nigeria. Wow, this is nice. Oh. That means they don't have a federal system of government in the America. That because I mean the system of their legal system is different. Hello, Boaz. Nice name, Boaz. Nice to meet you. I remember Ruth. How is your Ruth? You have a Ruth, Boaz. You have a Ruth. Hi, Boaz. Hi, Boaz. You said you're from New Caledonia in Oceanic Pacific. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a legal practitioner in Nigeria, and this is Laws and Scriptures 360. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining my live. We just talked about legal systems and how much you trust the legal system in your country. This is my first time of hearing the name of your country. I hope to visit it one day. Thank you so much. I hope you subscribe to this channel, Boaz. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. So, Boaz, we are in the question and answer session where we're asking now, have you had any situation where you attended court, and do you trust the legal system in your country? Is it functional? Is it working? Okay, so Ocean Pacific is near Australia. Oh, okay. Yes, I think so. And the truth is that even the federal system of government in Nigeria is not working. Honestly, it's not working. I think this method, this American legal system would have also been applicable here. Oh, I'm so sorry, Boaz. I'm not fluent with French. Désolé. Je suis désolé. Je parle français un peu. J'apprends la langue française. Désolé. Mais vous allez vous inscrire dans une Chanel. Merci beaucoup. Canary King, thank you so much. Yes, because even our federal system of government it has its own shortcomings. I mean, if states were left to handle their affairs, independently, maybe the issues we are having from the federal character would have been reduced greatly, and you'll see clear and positive improvements at the state level. Yes. Otherwise, see what happened in Port Harcourt. I mean, in Rivers State the other time. The president just wakes up one morning and impeaches the state governor and replaces him with a military governor. Doesn't make sense, because one person is angry. Doesn't make sense at all. Hi, Boaz. Hi, Boaz. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Boaz. I appreciate you. One love from here. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup, Boaz. Bonne journée. Guys, so does anybody have other questions? Do you have questions? We are in our question and answer session. Are there questions? I look forward to taking your questions. Canary King, I'm here waiting for your questions. Hey, yeah, Onyi, please, oh. I know that Nigeria would have hurt you in so many ways, but let's still keep hope alive concerning Nigeria. That's just my thoughts. Just keep hope alive. But ask your question, please. Ask your question. I'm here for it. I'm here for your question. Yes, please. It's very important to create contracts, written documents. You understand? Just so that nothing will be left for assumption. Whenever you have to, um, especially when it has to do with financial, when it has some financial obligations or implications. So you should, like, in this one you're asking now, that if you're going to partner with another YouTuber, please create a detailed partnership document where all the terms of your relationship with the person will be clearly stated, and all the responsibilities and liabilities from both parties, just so that nothing will be left for assumption. you know yes, issues of revenue, ownership, access to the channel, contributions, usage rights, even issues of non-disclosure, NDAs, dispute resolution, and then expiration. These issues must be addressed clearly. These issues must be clearly addressed, just so that nobody will start assuming anything from the other. Yes. Now, the governing law, in cases of dispute resolution, the governing law will now depend on the jurisdiction of the parties. The governing law that will apply will now depend on the jurisdiction of the parties. What country are you? And it's actually that country that will determine what laws will apply in your dispute resolution. And then the method of resolving the dispute must be clearly stated. How do you want to resolve the dispute? Affidavit of court is more like affirmations. It's more like affirmations that are substantiated and approved by the commissioner of oaths. These are the issues now, because these things are done by human beings, not spirits that will follow you to your closet to know if you're saying the truth or not. Are you seeing? So that is another issue where there are gaps. But in instances where the court finds out that the person lied, the principle of perjury will apply. The person will be sentenced to some years imprisonment. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm a legal practitioner. I've been practicing for over 10 years. That is why I have this channel, Notary Laws and Scriptures 360. No, notary publics are different. Notary publics is like a is like a designation that is given to legal practitioners of some years standing. Affidavit is more like a legal document. Notary public is like a title given to lawyers. Affidavit is a legal document. These are two different things. Satrijit, I hope I've answered your question. So Satrijit, where are you joining us from? And what's your name? Where are you joining us from and what's your name, Satrijit? Guys, I did a video. Guys, I did a video on my channel. On the implications of medical negligence and what you are to do if you are faced with medical negligence. Please, let's go and see that video. It's quite educative and very well packed, just so that you get the exposure you need in case. And then I mentioned in that video things that you need to do if you have to go to any medical facilities, just in case they mess up. You know, you would have evidence against them. Go see that video. It's the very first video. It's a long form video. It's the very first video on my channel. Go see that video, and like, when you watch, please give us a thumbs up. We are trying now. Don't you think we are trying? We are trying. Give us a thumbs up. And when you come for this live session, come with your friends. Come with your friends to encourage us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. But I'm not happy, Aaron. Aaron, I'm not happy that the engagement on this live is just 7 people. It's not fair now. Are you serious? No, not in Nigeria. You must be a lawyer to be a notary public in Nigeria. That certification is only for that. Is more like is something of honorary that is given to lawyers of some years standing, not to anybody. Wow, are you serious? So in US, anybody can be a notary public. That's interesting. In Nigeria, that's not the case. So you must be a legal practitioner. Okay, Onyi. Okay, is that what you're saying? So I should be coming live earlier, right? So can you give me an idea of the time you think I should be coming live? Can you give me an idea of the time? Nigerian time. Or you people's time, but translate it to Nigerian time. Wow. Okay, so it's quite late over there, right? Canary King. So, okay, I get now. Okay, thank you so much. I think I will work with that. But if I do 8 or 9 a.m. Nigerian time, it will be around past midnight. Oh. It will be around past midnight American time, or, your time. Don't you think so? These are the issues now. This time difference. Canary King, notary publics here are actually given to lawyers as a form of honor. It's given to lawyers as a form of honor, and it has no training, no. But it has, when the lawyer is notarized, the lawyer now has his or her own seal and stamp. You get, as a notary public, yeah. Okay, you say I should fold my hair, Gideon. Why do you want me to fold my hair? Is it obstructing the video? Are you having a problem with my hair? Gideon. Is my hair obstructing your video? Okay, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay. Maybe I'll work with that. Yeah, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay. Okay, I'll work with that. Thank you so much. Please, can I fold my hair? Let me take it back. I can't fold it. Why do you want me? How does it affect this video, Gideon? Gideon Spendo. How does my hair affect or disturb your view? Do you want the hair? Have you subscribed to my channel? Have you watched my video? Have you liked it? And you're telling me to fold my hair? Did you share this link to your friends? You've not asked any question. Gideon, where are you joining from? Hallelujah. Sonja James, praise the Lord. Happy New Year. Welcome to my life. I think so, Onyi. I think he has ulterior motive, because I don't know how the hair is affecting this video. I don't know how hair. Fold hair, fold hair. How does it concern? How does it concern the video? We are talking about serious issues here to help our countries, and you're talking about folding hair. How does folding hair now concern this video? Oh, thank you, Sonja James. Thank you, Big Ten. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to encourage me. And yeah, I got my dentition from my mom. Thank you. And watch my video on um, medical negligence and its implications and what you are to do. Please, it's the very first video on my channel. Please watch the video and give us a thumbs up. Please help me. Help and support my ministry. Subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you all so much. Sonja James, have you subscribed? Have you subscribed, Sonja James? Please share my link to your friends. Share. Just keep sharing this link. Help me, and God will bless you all. Maybe subsequently we will discuss some biblical laws and how they guide us, you know. I'm sure that one will also be engaging. I release video like every week. I release up to 3 times a week. Like tomorrow now, I'll release a video. But that's going to be a short video. What I do is I release a long form video, I release a short video. So tomorrow I'll do a short video, and then after that I'll do a long form video. That's how I do it. Thank you so much, Sonia James. So much love from here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sonia James, please take further steps to watch that video, please, and give us a thumbs up, please. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Sonia James, where are you joining us from? Where are you watching from? Sharia laws are contained in their statutes, not in the Bible. Sharia laws are contained in their Quran and other statutes. Biblical laws are contained in the Bible. Sonja James, thank you. What country are you joining us from? And what's your name? My name is Nisi, actually. Oh, US, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Much love from here. I have a lot of people. I have a lot of subscribers from US, so thank you all so much. Thank you for supporting this small girl. Oh, thank you. How come it's just 2 people that are showing online, but I'm talking with up to 3 people or 4 people? Well, some aspects of customary laws are tied to yes, I'll tell you about subpoena. That's very interesting. That means you've gone to see that video. Onyi, thank you. Thank you, Onyi. Thank you for supporting me. I'll tell you about subpoena. But let me answer cannery. Now, cannery, some aspects of the customary laws are kind of moralistic in nature, and most of them aligns with biblical laws. Do you understand? But you cannot say that they are totally from the Bible. Biblical laws are laws of its own nature. It's not tied to any jurisdiction. That applies to human beings, human race. The scriptures, God's word, applies to every human being, irrespective of country, race, or jurisdiction. Do you understand? So now, Onyi, the issue of subpoena, I know you saw it in that my last video, and I thank you so much. That shows that you watched that video. Now, in cases where you go to either government institution, it usually applies to government institutions, and you ask them for a document or an information, and they fail to release it to you willingly, like you ask them for it, especially if it has to do with government, document of a public nature, you now ask them that you apply, you follow due process, apply, and they said no, they don't want to give it to you. You go back to, especially if you have a matter in court and you want to use that document to prove your case, you go back to court and tell the court, you now make an application, formal application for subpoena. That's what they call that application. In that application, you apply to the court and you tell the court everything that happens. See, I applied for this. I told them to give me this. I did this. I followed their due process. I even paid for it. They said they are not giving me. That you want the court to mandate them to release those documents. The court will give judgment and give it in an order. So is that judgment of court that you now go back to that institution to show them. Immediately they see it, they will release those documents. Otherwise, the court will make further orders, either sealing their premises, or in fact forestalling or shutting down their job there. Do you understand? So that's how subpoena works. Yes, Sharia laws are practical and applicable in some parts of Nigeria, especially the northern part of Nigeria. I understand where you're coming from now, but those in the other parts of Nigeria, like I said, you can't say that those laws are biblical laws. You call them traditional or customary laws. Yes, exactly. There are people who are meant to be witnesses. There are different types of subpoena. There is subpoena ducius tecum. That's the one that has to do with mandating to release documents. And then there is another subpoena that has to do, I can't remember the Latin name now, that has to do with releasing, compelling a person to come in as a witness. Yes. That's the second type of subpoena. That one you apply to the court and say, see, oh, when this thing was happening, this person was there. But the person now refused. The court will give an order mandating that person. If that person does not come willingly, that person will be arrested and brought to court. Yes. Yes, most institutions now burn the documents and tell you that the documents have been destroyed. Yes. Okay, Canary, you said during colonial times, the Belgium king burned so many documents related to Congo that it kept his place warm. Oh, are you serious? That's so bad. Wow, that's atrocious. So terrible. Now, misdemeanor and felonies does not apply to civil matters. It only applies to criminal matters. Misdemeanor are another word for misdemeanor is they call it minor offenses. Then felonies are capital offenses like murder, manslaughter, kidnapping, armed robbery. Misdemeanor could be something like stealing, obtaining by false pretense, and the likes. And it applies to only criminal matters. applies to only criminal matters. So guys, it looks like the number of people are reducing and all. So I'll be ending this live session now. Okay, only civil matters are matters that are tortious or contractual in nature, or even property related, like breach of contracts, like this medical negligence now that happened to Chimamanda, you know, that's a civil matter. For example, if you have land disputes, these are civil matters, you know. Maybe somebody all these traffic offenses and all that. Okay, traffic offenses are criminal matters actually. So all these breach of contracts and the likes, landlord and tenants, all those things are civil matters. I hope I've answered your question. So I'm not sure that I'm going to come live tomorrow. That's today, later today, but hopefully tomorrow I'll come live, and I hope to see all of us there. I want to also appreciate us for our time, for making this life worth it, even though it's not as engaging as I expected. But everyone who joined this live, I want to say thank you so much for contributing. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, who liked, who watched my video, who made it engaging. Special, yes, divorce matters are civil matters. I did my master's in family law, and you can say I'm a divorce attorney. And I hope to, if you want, I can do a live session on divorce, but I don't know when that will be. So I don't know if you join our live. Did you subscribe, Onyi? Do you subscribe, so that when we come live you would always know, so that I can talk about divorce matters, matrimonial matters. I do a lot of matrimonial matters and child matters, even for those that are traveling with their children without their spouse. Yes, I apply for proper documentation for them. I just did one for a client recently. Her husband, the father of the children neglected them, and she was traveling to the UK. So I did child custody application for her, so that she could travel with her children. So I handle those cases because I did my master's in family law. So I have a lot of experience in divorce application. So I don't know when I will come. Okay, this is Friday. And the whole of Saturday I'll be very busy. Yes, I love, in fact, if it were possible for me, just that I also have clients in other aspects, but if it were possible for me, I would just do only family law. It's very interesting. And the fact that I can make children happy, like give them a better home, protect their rights, defend them, I mean, it gives me joy. I love it. Something I do with pleasure. Like, I love defending the rights of children. Not any judgment that is given that becomes law. It's only the judgment that is given by Supreme Court, by the justice of the Supreme Court, that becomes law. Do you understand? They call it oh God, oh, what do they call that again? What kind of laws do they call it again? God, I've forgotten. But yes, judgment by the Supreme Court, yes. Canary, I've answered your question. I love family law. I want to specially thank Canary and Oni. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I agree with you. Bogus Fluet. Jesus is the truth and he will continue to be the truth. I agree with you totally. And I appreciate you for joining this live. Bogus Fluet. Thank you so much. Onyi, yes. Why are you asking if I have my phone? Yes, I have my phone now. I have my phone. Why? You see, because I'm ending the live session. That's because, I mean, no, it's just you and Canary King. Other people are not joining. Other people are not joining. I don't know why. Yeah. Onyi and Canary King, thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining my live session. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, the name of that judgment, they call it ratio decidendi. And they call it precedents. Exactly. They call it precedents. These are precedents that every other court must follow. That is why the highest court is the only court that gives those judgments that becomes law. They are called precedents. Yes, exactly. Yes. They are called precedents. So, Onya, I've answered your question, right? Thank you so much. Thank you for engaging. Thank you. I don't mind you sharing my link to other people who you think are enthusiasts like you about issues of law and, Nigeria and other countries' legal system, so that they can always get acquainted. I know you learned something today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much, Canary King. You've always been supporting. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much. And then have an amazing day. And if you're going to bed now, have a good night rest. Sleep well and wake up strong. Try to stay out of trouble and make sure that you put God first in whatever you do. Yes, I will do that, Canary King. I will do that immediately after this live session. I'll do that. Thank you so much and have an amazing day. Thank you all. Thank you for everyone who joined. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to watch my video on medical negligence and some other videos on Nigerian Tax Act 2025. God bless you. Have an amazing day.